rather random live. We're testing now to see, by going live without giving notification, if it actually works, if it actually gets picked up by people. Now you can see in the coin and artifact vice there is a cockerel mount which is ready to be cleaned. It's got quite a lot of debris and dirt on it, as you can see, just around its tail feathers and its head. If you are watching from anywhere, say hi, tell us where you're from, and give us a like if you're watching on YouTube. These are the tools we're going to use today. I'm going to use Melanie's toothbrush. She doesn't know yet, but I'm going to get my own back for her trick in the week. So there's the toothbrush. Evening Daz, Melanie's toothbrush is going to be used on this job and she doesn't even know. These are the tools we're going to be using. Hi, Jackie, how are you? So these are the tools and this. Yeah, she got me big time, Daz, didn't she? But revenge will be sweet. Look at this. This is her new toothbrush. Ah. And why not just dive in straight away using it? So as you can see, the artifact is dark. It's a dark artifact, so we're going to probably use the brown wax on this. And we're just going to see if we can remove just some of the horrible ingrained dirt. Evening, Les. She needs to sleep with one eye open. She does. Oh, hello. I'm only upstairs. Get off my toothbrush. Oh, see what I mean? Can't get away with anything. Now, as you can see, there's a debris coming off this now. And I'm just going to use... Mel, this isn't your brush really, Mel. It's my old one. Isn't really. I'm just going to say that. But she's watching anyway. If you are watching on YouTube live, give us a like, just to give us a bit more visibility. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of mud been removed there, dirt. But I'm just going to pick around this area here, because there's a lot of ingrained... Looks like half the ploughed field still left on it, just round its hinge. Hello, get off my toothbrush, Melanie says. Wow, unbelievable, isn't it? We have got a number of artifacts that we need cleaning tonight, guys. And after my depressing football team's result, there is no better way of healing your mind from that horrible result at Anfield when we got beat 3-0 by Forest. What is that find? This is a cockerel mount. Now, we suspected it had some age to it, and it has, but it's not as old as I thought it was. It's actually Elizabethan. It's actually 16th century. So we're just getting rid of the mud just by this fibre pen. As you can see, the fibre pen really does get in. Obviously a cockerel, but it was a mount. It would have been on a leather mount, mounted on leather. And of course, it might have represented... could have represented actually quite a lot of things, really. It could have been the coat of arms, not coat of arms, but it could have represented a family. Mel, yeah. The dog is giving it. Right, so we've got rid of... I need to use the brush now. Do you want to do it? Yes, I normally do. Well, come on then. Come on. No, I want you to do it. What's that got to do with anything? You can just get a little bit of banter in the background, folks, off me and Mel. Ah, now then. Do you want to have a go at putting the wax on, Mel? We'll keep on with it then. So you don't do much cleaning. Why, what have I done? I'm doing a good job. There's always a bit of banter. Right, so as you can see, most of the mud's now been removed. We're going to go with the brown wax. Nice. Now, lots of people are asking me by messenger and, hi, I really do apologise, but I cannot pronounce your name, sir. So I'm just going to say hi. I've got a hair on there, look. Just get rid of those hairs off there. She's ready to now to be browned up. And what this does, this wax, it restores the patina, protects it, as you know. the shine disappears after a while, and it leaves a lovely patina protection on the artifact. And you only really need to do this probably, I would say, once every few months, maybe even once every 6 months, because it does protect it from dryness and bronze disease and all that kind of horrible stuff these ancient artifacts can get. So as you can see already, the artifact looks much better. It's gone from that dull, horrible look, and the wax dries, so the shine disappears a little bit, but just leaves that protective coating. Now, what we are going to do, we're going to unclamp her. Yes, well, Mel's chirping in my ear, a little bit like this cockerel would have chirped probably. So we're just going to grip it there and by its beak, and yeah, you can see where the mounts are, where it was mounted onto leather. If you are from anywhere in the world and you're watching for the first time, feel free to subscribe to this YouTube channel. It's free of charge. Just press the subscribe button and you'll see more features, content, and much more, pretty much like this. You can see where it was mounted onto leather because there's a terminal broke there. There's one there. And really, there's not that more. There's a bit of mud there. Look, can you see that? Coming off. And the good thing about these fibre pens, they don't damage the patina or the artifact. They just basically remove the mud. You can see the mud down here coming off, falling into the tray. And then we get the brush to get rid of any excess dirt, which is gone. Now then, there's enough wax on this pen. No, there's no dig tomorrow, Daz. I've cancelled it for the third time on the run, and the reason is because in the morning the weather is going to be absolutely horrendous. So by 10 o'clock in the morning we'd have all been soaked, which it doesn't make it. I mean, we used to dig. I used to dig in all weathers. I've dug in heavy snow. We even travelled 7 hours to dig in snow, which just sounds ridiculous, but you know, when you're chasing the fines around, that's what happens. But it's no fun. It's no fun getting mud up and soaked through. The lucky thing is the farm will be still available for us to detect next week, so we're gonna have to chance it next Sunday. We're gonna have to chance it. There you go. Look at that. So she's protected now. So she gets put out of the vise very carefully. She now gets put to one side, and we take the next artifact. Now this is interesting in so much as there's a coin this time, and I don't know if there's a bust on it or I'm seeing things. I could be seeing things, you know. Am I seeing things? No, I don't think there's anything on it to bring out, Mel. I thought I could see a bust on it.
Let's just look.
Yeah, okay. Hi, let me. Now then. We needed the smaller vise for this, I think. No, we didn't. We're doing all right. We're all right. So the first thing I'm going to do is see if we can remove some of the mud. This might be a long shot because it's a crusty coin I found down in Norfolk. No, it wasn't. It was in Suffolk. And at the time when I found it, there was Roman material coming off. I'm going to find him loads of jobs to do. Okay, Mel. You're very bossy these days, Melanie. No, I don't think there's anything on that. So we're going to... I'm looking now. I really can't see anything of note. I have... No, it's not going to work, Mel. It's a waste. Anything on that side? Nah. Right, she's getting put to one side. The next job that you're going to be very surprised here, but I give these away. I have a lot of American friends that collect these. artifacts buttons. I don't. I usually get rid. This one, however, is perfect to be cleaned. So we're just going to gently remove the mud. Breaking up the mud that's really sort of stuck to this. You see the coat of arms on there. And if many of my American friends are watching, because they love buttons, I am going to pass it over to them. If you are watching from anywhere in the world, folks, say hi. Melanie will say hi back. I'll say hi back when I'm watching the screen, but at the moment I'm concentrating on this. So that's broke it up with a fibre pen. And what we should do, you should start seeing this come to life now. Oh, you can, look at that. There's an anchor there, isn't there? And you can see the gold gilding coming through, which is nice. Going to have to be careful, because if we put too much of the wax on, the gold gilding might darken off. As you can see, there's a little bit of mud there. Hi Tiffers, Andrew, says Melanie, and Jackie from Bludicus. Now I'm going to admit, guys, right, that I actually enjoy doing this, cleaning out. I find it very therapeutic. Melanie used to do my artifacts. She's actually better than what I am. So at some point we're going to do a live stream in the future with Melanie doing the cleaning. I'd love that, actually. It takes the pressure off me a little bit if I can just guide her to make sure she's doing it right, which I'm sure. Which I'm sure you know what you're doing, Mel. But you never know. Look at that. Look, that's come up really nice, hasn't it? So I'm actually not going to put any wax on that, because I want the gold gilding to stand out. There we go. Beautiful. I hate buttons, but that, as a button goes, is a bit of all right, isn't it? And it would be remissive of me to... So the team dig, guys. If you're all watching, anybody watching from the Team Unearthed gang, it's going to be next Sunday, not tomorrow, because obviously the rain coming in tomorrow would absolutely drown everybody. It's really bad. Travelling would be bad. You know, I'm not risking it. You know, what if somebody crashed in the horrible weather, and you know, you'd feel guilty for the rest of your days, wouldn't you? So we're going to be sensible about it. You can see all that mud coming off, and just brush it into the tray at the bottom. That's the beauty of it, really.
You're not showing them how you spin the tray around.
Well, you spin the tray this way like that. That's made a huge difference. It has, Jax. I'm quite pleased with that. Yeah, you just turn it around like that. You'll be doing the next, Mel. Melanie's going to do the next one, I've decided. No, the next one now, I mean.
No, I've got my pyjamas on.
There we go. Hopefully my pickup back next weekend. 4th time in 6 weeks it's been in the garage. My Land Rover's going in the garage this week as well. It seems everybody's cars are going in the garage. So there's a snake around an anchor, I was suggesting a crown at the top. So that's another one completed. They probably do, Daniel. Right. I think Daniel said that to me once when he was a kid. Dad, I'm going to get a tattoo with a snake with coming out of a skull's head. Right. He won't be watching, so the joke will be lost on most people. Numbers are dropping off, actually, because I haven't plugged this one. This is a random live. So usually when we plug it, people find us and say, wow, he's live. Well, we really enjoy watching artifacts being cleaned. As you can see, this is a little ring brooch. Yeah, well, as it would be. I don't like buttons, mate, but I have some American friends that really like them, so I'm going to save that one for them. That's one thing about Suffolk and detecting at Suffolk Sandlands. The buttons are immense. You find some awesome buttons down there. And, you know, really weird and wonderful ones as well, and old ones. This is a ring brooch, medieval. As you can see, it's got the style of like almost like a sword as the pin. And this has got a lot of mud still left on it. I found this a couple of years back now. And I have to say, the fibre pen's doing a great job removing all that encrusted soil and debris that stuck to it. I don't know if you guys can pick up on that, but I'm just taking it off the sides, and of course the good old brush comes out. Now this is going to be patinaed up now with the wax, and you know, on a cold even, hi James, hope you're well. It is a nice brooch.
There's some more dirt there on the pin.
There is a bit of dirt on the pin, Mel, yeah. I'm just going to take that off. You know, cold winter nights when it's boring, there's nothing on telly, cleaning your artifacts and your coins up is a good way of, you know, yeah, it's relaxing. Yeah. Good way of protecting them as well. Because in the summer, we're that busy, aren't we? We're all over the place. As you can see, that's going darker. The reason why it's going darker is because the brush is picking up some of the patina that's actually on the sides of the vise. So now is wax time. Brown again. We haven't used the brown that much, but we are now. Look at that, beautiful. And the thing is as well, it gives it that lovely sheen, but it also protects it. You know, you're going to get the protection going into the artifact, and you've got no sort of worries about it sort of degrading and getting dry and bronze disease coming through. If you are watching for the first time this channel, feel free to subscribe to us here at Unearthed Detecting TV. It's free. You can just subscribe and you can keep an eye on all the content. And there we go. I have some wonderful friends and supporters on here from Team Unearthed. I've not seen a great deal of them recently or lately, so it'd be good to get out and about with them next week. So we're going to turn the ring brooch over. You know, we've made some unbelievable memories over the years. We probably don't realise how good the memories are of these digs until they sort of end. You know, there's some cracking memories that I've got from the team digs and the finds that you guys have made. Who knows? We might even see Gaz coming back. Gaz is very busy with his new caravan at the weekends with the grandchildren, so he's not been able to make.
I don't think it's a caravan, I think it's like a static.
Oh, it's a static, yes.
Static on a site.
Yeah, on a site, yeah. So his weekends are tied up at the moment, but he will, hopefully, fingers crossed, come back and spend a day with us. Because I only see him when I go fishing now, which is a shame. We don't detect that much anymore. Right. So there we go. Brown wax. Just nice. If you are watching on YouTube, give us a like. Just gives us a little bit more visibility. The more likes we get, the more sort of YouTube will say, oh yeah, there's people watching. We'll stick it out there. We'll push it a bit more for him. The algorithm will kick in and all that kind of stuff. Actually, this has got some ingrained dirt on there. I can't get it out. Let's have a look if I can just break it up. Good old toothbrush, absolutely. Lawrence Hartley, hope you're well. It's not just any ordinary toothbrush either, Paul. It's Melanie's. Because she played a trick on me in the week, so I'm using her toothbrush. Just remove. And this is a soft bristle brush, so if you use hard ones, you've just got to be a bit careful. And lastly, the all-important wax brush, wax sponge. So that's the brown wax on there, which is really good. Good evening to you too, Don Shepherd. Hope you're well.
Evening, Dawn.
So what's happened with this lovely ring brooch? It's now turned from being that dry colour to a lovely protected. And this will dry. Look at that. How stunningly beautiful is that for a medieval ring brooch? One of my favourite artefacts. I love them. And we'll be doing a few of these because I've got about a dozen of these to do in all shapes and sizes. Just a little bit of wax there on the corner. And look at that, it's still sharp. After all those years, 700 years. Amazing, absolutely amazing. And you can see some decoration on the pin. Andy Tiffin found one similar to this up by Adrian's Wall, if I remember. Right. Waz got me in trouble for approving your Harve membership. Oh dear. Now Andy Tiffin's in Harve. So I'm going to do now this. Where we are? Just to see if we can. Now, as you can see, it's the Adrian's Wall plumb bob, and the reason why I'm doing this is because, as you can see, look at the chips. This was going when I found it because it was found in a boggy area near Adrian's Wall. So I ain't going to use. There's no point in me using this, the fibre pen. The mud actually. There's a little bit there. Now this is the mud that's being removed now. It's not the patina, so don't worry, folks. This is old mud stuck. As you can see, it's coming off. Very difficult to Wazza is actually in trouble when I see him, because I saved him a place on the legendary Suffolk Sandlands and he never took it. Right. No. So on this one, we're going to use the green wax. Green wax. As you can see, it's turning green. Can you see the top? It's all about protecting these artifacts. Now, this is wobbling a bit because of the strange shape it is in the vise. That's better. And we can just, if we can just apply that. Good evening to you all. I hope you're all having a good evening. The weather's warmed up a little bit, but we are in the throes of winter, aren't we? As you can see, that's now being protected, as it should, because it was in not a sorry state, but it was getting to a point where it was starting to dry. There was a little bit of bronze disease coming around the edges. And I suppose everything with that, like these ancient artifacts, it's always best to keep them well preserved, because
Don't you tell some people about your artifacts that don't know about?
well, this is a Roman plumb bob found up by Adrian's Wall, so we think the engineers on one of the first, well, the first engineers. Paul is eating a Chinese. I wish I was eating. Oh, actually, I've just had a Chinese. I had a Chinese for my tea, Paul, and it was chili beef, special fried rice. Am I right, Mel?
Yeah,
crispy chili beef, and it was from Marks and Spencer's, and it was absolutely delicious. And Melanie had belly pork, and there you go. Look at that. So that there is now waxed and ready to just dry out nicely. So yeah, we think no, it doesn't actually. And what happens is over time in the next, I would suggest probably in the next day or two, this wax dries, that shiny look sort of disappears, and it just has a lovely patina, like almost like a natural patina on it. So she's done now. Just a little bit around that edge I need to do. But what I mean, you think about this, right? This find that I made a good few years ago now, actually. There's a little bit there, look. Just on that side. You know, who made this and who was the engineer that lost it? You know, it's just that these stories that these things could tell is immense. And of course, we come across and find them with our metal detectors. you know, it's only right that we look after them and show them a bit of attention and care, because we are, at the end of the day, only temporary custodians of them anyway. Oh, there you go. So that's done. And I'm going to just put that over there. The next one is we're going to have to, you can see in there, look at the dirt I've removed.
Brush that dirt off, please.
Melanie said, can I brush the dirt off?
Because otherwise I'm just going to get it on the next one.
Yeah, it falls into the tray.
That's it.
Sorry, I missed the first part. What is a wax? This is our own wax coming on Monday, sir. This is the green patina wizard wax, and then there's the brown Fieldmaster wax. We're going to be using, we've got black as well. We simply use the green and brown more this time. As you can see what's in my hand, folks, you can probably see that now. If you are watching for the first time, feel free to subscribe to this channel. It's free of charge. I keep saying that, but it's, you know, it's only right that we sort of say to people you can subscribe. Now then, are we going to be able to clamp it, or is it too small? No, it's all right. So what we're going to do with this one, can anybody guess what it is? Can you guess what it is? Can you guess what it is? There we go.
I can't see that for the writing. You have to move it up there.
I can't see that from the right. Yeah, there you go.
The writing, yeah.
Yeah, so this is a trade token from the 17th century. And as you can see, it's got the initials of the person here, WN. We've also got a, no, it's not Roman, Paul. No, this is much later. This is 17th century. As you can see, it's got wording round the edge. So it says SAXMUDHAM, Sax Mundum. And I think I can see Draper there. So that must have been his job. But what we're going to do here, he was a draper. There's a star there. The fibre pen does a really good job of removing that. Now, as you can see, it's going darker because we're getting wax on the brush's bristles now, but I'll give you, I'll come back to this in the future. Maybe show you this on the next live because it'll be totally different. So we're going to go with the green wax. We're just going to, ooh, that's better.
I can't see anything.
No, I think, to be fair, Mel. Right, so it looks like it's gone too dark now, but it hasn't. That's just the patina wax wet, and it'll soon dry off. So we'll put that on there to protect it. Now we're going to just turn it over. We should be able to get the name of the guy. Is it? Oh, let's have a look. I can't see much. Is it Nicholas? Yeah, you're right, Nicholas. Yes, well done. Nicholas.
Nicholas Draper.
Nicholas something. So as you can see, it's going dark again because we're getting rid of the mud and we're putting a wax on it. There's enough wax on this sponge now to finish this job off. Just get me a little bit of tissue, Mel, if you don't mind, love. Could be Nicholas Shepherd. Could well be Nicholas Shepherd. Could be. Who? Me?
No.
Oh, the dog. Right, so what we're going to do now is put that on there. Do you know what? I asked Mel to do a simple job and she takes like 3 hours and has a drama.
Because that stupid dog of yours. Just pulled the kitchen door.
She better not have. Right. Any relation, Don? Right, so as you can see, look, Saxmundham Draper. Yeah, it is a shepherd. You're right. Definitely right. Don picked up on that straight away. Just going to leave that dry now for a few days. Nicholas Shepherd, there you go. So that's protected now, the mud's off it, and you can see in the middle it's like 3 hands or 3, I don't know what they are. 3 something in the middle. Does that... Oh, it's fell in the tray.
What did
Drapers.
drapers do?
What do drapers do?
It's drapers material.
Yeah, I think it is material. Yeah.
They sell.
Yeah, you look on the bottom there, WNS, so that'd be something Nicholas Shepherd. There's a little bit of dirt there, look, can you see? Still on there.
Yeah.
This is not harming the coin, these plastic fibre pens, because it's just removing the dirt from the surface of the token. Yeah, you can just see there, Shepherd. Nicholas Shepherd, there you go, folks. So we've done a lot of different coins and artifacts this evening. If you keep an eye on the Unearthed website, I've released these from customs finally. What a debacle it was, but they'll be coming in this week. Well, they should be coming in Monday. They won't deliver on a weekend. Monday morning, early Monday morning, I would suggest that they'll be lifted onto the website. If you are a member on here, which a lot of you are, you get 10% off over the phone for these products. So there's things like the green wax, the brown wax, the pens here, fibre pens. These awesome coin vices will be in stock as well, and silver, gold, bronze, liquids. So there's a hell of a lot of good stuff coming, folks. I appreciate everybody watching this tonight. Have you enjoyed it? Do people enjoy watching these live cleaning? Let me just take that off and I'll show you the ring brooch. I'll just wind that up. The ring brooch now looks absolutely awesome. There you go. We'll zoom in. Look at that. How nice. How nice is she? Perfectly preserved now. Got rid of that that awful dry look about it. It looked in poor condition actually. Not anymore. Good. I'm glad you do like watching it, Jax. Excellent job. Right, folks. If you are watching for the first time, I keep saying it, please subscribe to the channel if you wish. I'm going to put that on there, and we can have a look at the button now. Look at that. She's come up really well. I'm not going to put any wax on that. I'm just going to keep it like that. Hi, Nicholas. Looks really good. Andrew, thank you. Andrex T. I'm going to put that way. It does look good. All looks pretty damn good, doesn't it? That was a horrible mess, that button. And now, with a little bit of care and attention with the fibre pen and the brush, it's got rid of the mud. Just remove that. We're going to wind the vise back up for one last time, just to show you how. Hi Lex, hope you're all well. These take about 24 hours. Hey Teresa, how are you? Teresa, I've got something for you here. I was just saying earlier on, I've got some lovely American friends that love buttons, so all the buttons I find and clean I'm going to give to you guys. So as you can see, the cockerel is looking all right, actually. There we go. Just going to press that. Yes, she looks a lot better. She could do with. There's already wax on there, as we see. No, hell, it's fell into there. This is a. Melanie's laughing at me. I'll get my. Oh, she's got to be cleaned again now. She's fell in the tray where all the mud is. This is live. This is what happens when you're doing things live. I clamped the cockerel's beak and the back of the tail feathers in, didn't I, last time? No, I still won't have it. How did I do it? That's it. Right. When is the wax back in stock? It hasn't even been in stock yet, Southern Relic Adventures. It's not. This is the new wax. It should be here Monday. All being well, Monday morning, the new waxes are coming in. I have to say, they're a wonderful selection of black, green and brown waxes for different artifacts and coins. Brilliant on Roman coins, the brown and the green. But some of the dark artifacts I'm going to start using. I've got a Bronze Age chisel that'll be up next, and that will need to be that will need to have the black wax on it because it's black. Black, it says. So there's a bit of wax on there. There we go. Because I stupidly made the cockerel fall in the tray. Yeah, Tinker's little hairs on there. I mean, if you guys have got dogs, you know where I'm coming from, don't you? It's just constant with hairs, casting hairs. We have a short-haired lurcher that casts more than any other animal on the planet. God help us. You're just constantly brushing him. Right, so Tinker's hairs get everywhere, don't they? The ginger little pest. Right, there you go. That cockerel's now. Gerard, how are you? You know I love buttons. Teresa, this button is yours. There you go. This is the one I found recently, and I've just cleaned it up. I think it's quite a nice button, do you? As far as buttons go. I mean, it's better than going in the scrap bin or the Thursday bucket, because that's where it would have ended up. So Teresa can have that when I see you next. I don't know when that's going to be, actually. Next year, I'll keep it for you if I see you next year. And what we'll do with this cockerel mount is just leave her in the vise overnight to dry out. See if I can get rid of that. There you go. The wax is in. You know, look at that. Protected now.
It's a Royal Navy officer's button.
A Royal Navy officer's button. Does cleaning lower the value? No, it doesn't, Ricky.
Fouled anchor.
Oh, Melanie's waffling in the background.
Good God.
Okay, yeah, we get the picture. Doesn't cleaning lower the value? No. If you've got a really concretion stuck coin or artifact, then it's only right that we clean them up and we get rid of the mud and we get rid of the debris. The only way you will ruin a coin or artifact is over cleaning, shining up, metal against metal. And this is my bugbear, is where people use tin foil on coins. So there's a horrible mindset in the UK when people find hammered coins. They spit on, and it sounds disgusting, they spit on tin foil, put the hammered coin in between and rub. Metal against metal, it puts a shine on the coin, but when you get the coin under a glass or a what do they call them? Spyglass, I'm going to call it. You can see how the coin's been completely ruined and the value gets absolutely destroyed. What about a blue wax for hammered coins with blue patina? They don't do a blue wax. Hammered coins don't really need a wax done. So none of these waxes will be used on silver. We've got some separate silver cleaner for that, for tarnish and heavy concretion on coins. But as a rule, I keep the waxes away from the silver. Yeah, lupe, Andrex, yes, absolutely, a lupe. Magnifying glass is the word I was looking for. But when you put the coin under the magnifying glass, when you've done the tinfoil test, it's awful. It just, I seen a Norman penny of William I, a guy spat on the coin, stuck it between two thin layers of tinfoil, rubbed and rubbed and rubbed. The coin went from a dull colour to a really shiny colour. All the high points on the coin were shiny, and he wiped the value completely off. So there you go, folks. You'll be back next autumn, so I'll be there with you, which will be good. Look forward to it. And by Thursday, I'm hoping your scrap bin will be empty and your finds pocket will be bulging. So there you go, folks. Hope you're all well. I'm going to go now and drown my sorrows after my football team got absolutely destroyed today. That's really put me in a downer. Knocked my little light off. There we go. Lights off. I'll be doing another live next week. Up until then, thank you all for watching. You're a wonderful bunch of people. Bye for now.